Hey there, Kelvin, my friend. So, first of all, you're going to see the spreadsheet looks a little bit different. I moved things just a little bit so that our color coded areas, the shaded areas, white and gray, they coincide with weeks. So now you're going to see that basically the end of the shaded area is usually every Sunday. Okay, just kind of a little housekeeping thing that I kind of like to visually be able to keep tabs on you. And my friend, we have ourselves about 3 weeks, right, um, to get us well into the 160s. And you did a great job. You did a great job getting on the road to 160, right? So you brought your calories down to a mean daily average of about 2,800 calories, um, which is darn near perfect. And now we just want to be, a little bit more bro right now. We're going to have to kind of hit macros. We're going to have to maybe do a little meal prep, a little bit more accurate measuring and tracking. Okay. Um, it seems like, okay, no. So it doesn't look like you've got anything coming up, right? So, I think we just kind of be bro-ish right now. I've got macros outlined for you right up here in the protocol. They are in current, and we've got what essentially is 3 high days that are 29.95, okay, and then 4 low days that are 25.60, and the grand total of this is 19,225 calories. And I really want you to really strive to hit those macros and not go over, most part anything right up until you leave, on the JPS trip. Okay. And then, partner, and I should probably just put this right here in the protocol. Once you get back from holiday, right back on protocol with 4 low days. Okay. Because we only have ourselves competition to August 13th? No, August 3rd. So we really only have ourselves what looks like about 2.5 weeks, maybe. So August 3rd is here. 1, 2, 3, about 3 weeks and 2 days. So yeah, right back on your protocol with 4 low days. Okay, and I'm going to put this in here too. We may reduce high days. This depends on what your weight is when you come back, okay? Because ideally, we get you well into the 160s. And then when you come back, preferred weight upon returning home is 170, okay? Because that way, depending on how this next 2.5 weeks shakes out, we know where to do. We know where to go to. Because if, let's say that right now your weight's about 171 and a half, and by the time you leave to go to Melbourne, you're 168. Okay, well then we know exactly what it takes to get you down to 168. If you come back at 170, we should be able to get you back down to 168, give or take. Okay. And then I think next week, Kelvin, when you check in, let me know how you plan on doing business when you're away on holiday. Are you going to track macros only? Are you going to intuitively eat? Okay. Yeah, give me a little rundown of how you're going to do business as far as nourishing yourself when you're on holiday. Okay. My friend, we need to start getting you a rest day every week. I just now noticed that you're not ever resting. You're training basically every single day. And while that was probably fine when you were, well into the 170s and we were, in early prep, now that we're later in prep, okay, and you're a whole lot leaner, you've got to get a rest day, okay? So at least one rest day a week, okay? One day off, no cardio, no lifting, once a week, okay? And I don't really even care if your microcycles are completed in a week, okay? You've got yourself what essentially is 6 sessions, And if 6 sessions, takes you 6 days, great. If 6 sessions takes you 8 or 9 days, great. Okay, it's fine. But I want you to get one day off, kind of your choosing, every single week. Okay, and maybe that's every Sunday, maybe it's every Friday, what have you. But one day off every single week. And this week, I think we can probably go back to more appropriate volume. Now, we're still going to cap sets, but we're going to try for 4 sets, okay? And Kelvin, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, do your 4 sets, but either stop at your rep target or your fatigue stop RPE, all right? Right up until now, I mean, pretty much everything is perfect. You're hitting your rep target on every single thing, which doesn't really surprise me because you're using very light loads. You're using loads that are not far off, from what are essentially your hypertrophy block loads, right? They're only about 5 kilos, you're actually at 5 kilos lighter than what you're doing for hypertrophy block type loads. So pay attention to your RPE, okay? If you're at 1 and you're pretty sure you only got 1 left in the tank, stop, okay? If your rep target is 6 and you're pretty sure that you've made your RPE of 8 with 2, reps out of 6 being done, stop, okay? I have a feeling that the combination of training every single day and then maybe not really paying attention to your RPEs and just training to the rep target every single time is kind of what's got us in the physical situation that you're at right now. So really pay attention to those RPEs, bear partner, okay? If it says 9, that's 1 left in the tank. Stop, okay? If you're not sure if you got 1 left in the tank, stop anyway, okay? Everything else, like the 11s, I'm gonna get rid of those. I don't want failure anymore. I think let's, kind of think 10, like 0 reps in reserve. Some of those 11s I'm going to change to 9. So like I said, a lot of your go-to is going to be 1 rep in reserve from now on. Okay, and 1 day off a week every week, partner. All right, I think that is it. So I'm going to hear from you every week now, bud. Next week, get back to me. Let me know how you're going to do business while you're in Australia and while you're on holiday. And we'll give you, some basic instructions, guidelines when you leave for your trip. Okay? All right, partner. That's it. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.